So it's crazy that I made yesterday's video about being graceful with yourself, because boy, the spirit must have knew I was gonna need something for myself on today. So I'm in the middle of working on a major project, and it requires that I work a lot. Some days more than others, and sometimes it means I don't really get to take breaks. So today I worked, and I worked all day. Long day. It's been a really long day. Because outside of work, people call me like I'm their pastor. Call me like I'm their pastor. And they need stuff. They need stuff. They need stuff. I try not to get overwhelmed, because I have a sense of duty to people, and my compassion and my empathy, which is not normal. I don't think it's normal. The level of it is not but I didn't run my water at all today. I had a little drip going. I've been doing that. I ain't cooked though. I ain't cleaned nothing. Only time I've used my water is to wash my hands using the bathroom, and I don't even think I used the bathroom a whole lot. I don't think I drank a lot of water today because I was working. I think I drank maybe 2 bottles. So I feel like I neglected myself today in the name of working and serving other people. And that really disturbs me. It really disturbs me because I know better. But I guess that's why yesterday's video came, because I got to be graceful with myself. And I got to make sure I keep my vibration where it need to be. But that does not mean not being accountable. And I am accountable for being negligent with myself, because my water didn't try to freeze on me. My water didn't try to freeze on me while I'm trying to help other people. Shit don't make no sense to me. I know better. My frustration with myself come because I know better. And it's okay. It happens. So, yeah, I'm in the process of filling up as many containers as I can of water, because a nigga got to take a bath, shower, and the pressure ain't high enough. It just is what it is. I don't know if it's fully froze, but I didn't open the cabinets. I got the drip going super strong. I didn't concentrated heat everywhere there's pipes. So maybe it just needs enough time in order to be able to come back. Because I'm not entirely convinced that it was just me not running any water today. When I got finished working, I went outside to try to clear my patio and my porch, because it snowed everywhere, like damn near 2 feet. And I need to be able to at least walk outside. But I don't know if I closed the door up all the way, meaning that extra air might have crept in for the duration of the time I was out there. I mean, like, it's so many different things. All of them result back to me not staying balanced and taking care of myself. So when you know what you need to do in order for you to be at your best and to be optimum, you got to always be committed to giving yourself that. Okay? Because when you let other things sidetrack you, we let other agendas, other projects, other things take you off your A game, your square, the shit that you know that you're committed to, the results will speak for themselves. So that was a reality of me today, that the results have spoke for themselves. And, ain't nothing to do but find a way to fix it. Find a solution, find a way to keep going. But man, it'd be like, you knew better. You knew better. It's okay. It's okay. So today is me practicing the very thing I spoke about yesterday, because in my mind, I am so frustrated. And I don't have no reason to be, because I still am blessed and I have everything I need. And so I'm finna go to that appreciative place. Finna focus on those things. Finna focus on the fact that there is still a little bit of water dripping, even though it ain't as much as I would like or as much as I would hope. But in the process, what I'm learning is there are a lot of different ways to be content, even when you are still reaching for more and building bigger, or putting your work in to go higher. there's still a place of contentment within there, within yourself. And so I am grateful that I have learned what that's about. And when I go into my appreciation, y'all, I'm probably finna like lose it. Because even this, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been places where there ain't no water at all. So, these are first world problems that I'm here talking about. And I want to be very clear about that. Because there's folks who ain't got no water, ain't got no lights. And 5-10 degree houses because that's how long they've been without it. It feel like outside. So I definitely ain't got no reason to complain. And again, that appreciation is where it's going. Is where it's going to continue to allow me to create. And so I just want to be able to offer to us at the end of this 21 days, y'all, we're going to have whatever it is we believe we can have. We're going to create whatever it is we believe we can create. We're going to do the things that we know we can do within us. And the ones that we not resolved, that we can do in those ways, we either going to fuck it up or leave it alone. One of the two. And so as you continue to prepare to listen to this process or to understand this process so that you can continue on, what I want you to know is that a lot of the things that I've shared and a lot of the steps you will continue to repeat over and over. You'll see them show up in different situations and different circumstances and different lessons that they are meant to be applied to, or that the process is meant to be able to help you navigate through. Legit. There is a workbook coming that will allow you to process these messages that I've shared over the last 21 days, as well as ask yourself personal reflection questions and participate in activities that will further your own self-growth and development. I've had such a beautiful time with myself. I said that and it was real spiritual and I didn't realize it, but I've had such a beautiful time with myself. I love this motherfucker, man. I love me in ways that I can say to other people, but if you ain't never felt it, you just ain't gonna understand. You just ain't gonna understand. I found what I need to be obsessed about. I know what I'm committed to within myself, that nothing and nobody can take me away from or cause me to waver from. And I'm growing within myself to the point that my new behaviors are now morphing themselves into new habits. The discipline is allowing something else to come forth from the journey because I submitted to my spirit. And I said, whatever you trying to do in me, show me what you trying to do. Equip me so that I don't sin against myself by trying to do shit that ain't even in my call, ain't even in my path, ain't even meant for me. You know what I'm saying? I only want what's for me. I don't give a fuck about what is for somebody else. Can't nobody stop what's mine. You feel me? And so it's being able to sit in all of the shit that has existed previously in my life and even right now, and then be able to look towards a future that don't even exist yet and make it real in my body and in my mind and in my being. Right? Like that's a real thing for me. Like everything is mental. Everything. And so there's this new understanding I have of myself that allows me to engage differently with any and everything that's around me. Discernment on fleek. Spiritual engagement with self on fleek. My ability to be able to listen and to navigate the things that are happening in my internal space. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's why I said, man, if you ain't never felt what I'm saying, if you ain't never been there and had the emotional attachment to the things that I'm saying, it may sound foreign. For real, there was a time where this shit that I'm saying out my mouth, I couldn't hear because I wasn't vibing on this frequency. But what my hope is that I have found you at a time where this is helpful for you. That maybe you do understand, even if only a glimpse. Because I done felt this shit so pure and so real, I ain't never going back to nothing else. Nobody could ever take me off this. Ever. And the way I like to learn and continue to grow in loving myself, what I know is that I hold space to be able to share that with other people. And the better that I get with me, the better that I get with you. The more that I know me, the more that I know you. The more that I am committed to me, the more that I can commit to you. And do so in healthy ways. In healthy ways. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people want a lot of shit. I don't want shit but to be whole and to be healthy. And if we can't do whatever we doing and it exists like that, we don't need to do that shit. Alignment is So important. Because when I say what's for you is for you, I mean that shit. And because it's for you, anytime you take yourself out of alignment with those things that you have committed to, that's treasonous against yourself. Because the universe gonna always test you to see whether or not you about what the fuck you talking about. And when you stand, is you gonna be able to show yourself approved? You know what I'm saying? Like, this about you and you. This about you and your source, or your creator, your God, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call the divine. It's about your personal connection and what you are allowed to be able to create in that based on your own revelation of power. All of us got it. It ain't number energy. It exists in us all. And so now as we prepare to go forth after day 21, what can we expect from ourselves? Because we don't need no unrealistic expectations out of nobody. And if we can't tell the truth about ourselves to ourselves and then be able to make plans and stand on that shit around that, we definitely can't do it in the outside world. Or if we do, we're going to be as fraudulent with it as we are with ourselves. So discipline was the main thing for me to master in this process. And the fact that this is my 21st video, shit. Man, I remember when I ain't had shit on this YouTube page. Was going through the motions. It was hard for me to do what I needed to do to get in on here. You know what I'm saying? Not because I ain't have it in me, but because I didn't have the discipline. I did not have the habitual mannerisms in order to be in alignment with what I sought to create. I had to change myself in order to change what I was producing. Ooh. A lot of us don't want to change ourselves. We just want to do something different without changing ourselves and then hope it will produce a different result. But what I'm going to tell you is that whatever you attract in your life is a product of what you are. And if you don't transform yourself into becoming more of what you want to attract, all you're going to get is that same old shit. And there's a lot of folk who blame everybody else instead of looking in the mirror. Or even when they look in the mirror, they make excuses about what they see. Or when they make excuses about what, or when they fail to make excuses about what they see and acknowledge it, it's still, yeah, that's me, it's fucked up, but oh well. You get what you get. Well, you get what you see. What you see is what you get. Whatever the fuck be saying. Either way, I'm committed to transforming myself however I need to in order to, 1, learn my lessons, in order to, reach my goals, in order to, 3, to be able to see the kingdom come right now. You hear me? I don't know what's to come when I get up out of here. I know I ain't gonna die though. I know I'm going to transition, and I look forward to whatever that experience is going to be too. But while I'm here, though, man, every lesson is a blessing. Every pain is a gain. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to experience love and light and laughter and peace and beauty and creation and wholeness and abundance and life. And I mean life in the land of the living. I ain't dying to go see something more beautiful than what I'm going to see while I'm here. I'm going to see it. And I done seen so much of it already, which is why I know it exists. And I don't want to be around anything or anybody who tells me it doesn't. I don't give a fuck, man. I believe in spaceships and daydreaming and aliens and all kind of other shit that motherfuckers don't be wanting to have real in-depth conversations about. But what I know is that what exists and what we've been told about are not exactly the same. The information that we seek is out there about any and all things. But man, you got to go and you got to study to show your own self-approve. Got to. Long gone are the days where we could ride in on the information and the mastery of somebody else's expertise and it take us where we need to go. Long gone are the days where we can pussyfoot and placate and not know the things that we pontificate about. No. It's an age of information. Either you gonna learn that shit and get it together or no. And if you didn't learn it and you know it and it's real for you, then you should at least be able to take that and apply that somewhere. And your experience is going to teach you some other things. We in a place now where we got to do different. And we don't got room to make no excuses about that. And so as I go on in day 21 and take full responsibility for my previous mishap, negligence, fuck up, whatever you want to call it, I'm still in good spirits because I'm still appreciative of all that exists for me in my life, all that I still have. It's so much, man, you get what you focus on. You hear me? You get it. You get it. You get the things that you desire to. Asking and shall be given. Seeking you shall find. Knocking the door will be open to you. That's law. That's law. You ain't never going to be told no, whether it's good for you or bad for you. You just got to hold fast and believe that it's yours. So I don't know what you believing for right now, what you holding fast for right now, what you are expecting right now. Submit to yourself. Commit to yourself. And don't let nobody turn you around. Stay 21, y'all. I thank you for being with me. I thank you. And there is more to come. Peace.